Okay, have we started here? Let me check on my monitor if everything's coming through correctly, but I imagine it is. At least I have configured it to be. But I hope my voice is coming through clearly enough. Yes, it is. Hello everyone, how are you doing? I'm glad to have you all here, fellas, for the start of Season 2 of our weekly streams. So last year I was doing Season 1, as you probably noticed, and now that the year changed, I'll be doing Season 2 of our streams. And we'll have a lot of fun playing together. Today we are on the Miami server. As you can see on screen, the IP is somewhere here on screen, and also in the stream description, so you can connect and play together. It will be a lot of fun. I'll be playing Scout today. So yeah, hello there, fellas. Oitu is there. Hello there, Oitu. Asking if I could continue my Dark Souls streams in my other channel. Perhaps, Oitu. Perhaps I'll do that. Dark Souls is a great game. It's just that I get a bit bored of it, you know. But I would be happy to continue those streams if I have the time. So I'll think about it, Oitu. But here on Old School TF2, as usual, we'll be streaming TF2. So feel free to connect and play with us. It will be a lot of fun. I know you are practicing your spy gameplay, Oitu. So come play with us. It will be nice. Hey, glad to have Hovi here as well. I had my volume up and you scared me, but is my volume too high, Hovi? Please let me know. I configured it in a way that for my headset it is comfortable. But yeah, I'm sorry I scared you. I'm sorry, my friend. And come play with us if you can. You said you were tired, so but if you feel comfortable, come play with us. It will be a lot of fun. So let me hop onto the server here. And as I said, I'll be playing Scout today, and it's been a while since I've played with the Force of Nature, so I want to give it a try with the... I was going to show you when the round ended. With the Strange Pistol Warpaint that Uncle Liu gifted me, and the Rap Assassin that got fixed on last year's Mismas. So I think that loadout may work out for us, and I'm here dying to Polar. So yeah, I'm here with Uncle Liu on my team, and I also have a demo man here, Fred. Let's go do this. We're playing on Cascade, by the way, one of the new maps that got into the persistent matchmaking queue, and I'm actually very happy for that, you know. I was hoping this one would become a persistent map, because it is an excellent King of the Hill map. And I'm playing very badly here. But yeah, I'm very happy this one got added permanently into the game alongside Altitude and Bread Space, you know. I think of all those maps, Altitude is probably my favorite, but I have to say that Cascade is on second place for sure. This is an excellent map. Okay, let's try to... Okay, managed to kill the Pyro there. Let's keep the point. Because there are a few people on the server, 4 versus 3, Scout is actually kinda overpowered in that scenario. So that's why I usually start playing as Scout in these streams. I feel like I have a better chance of surviving, you know, against the enemy team. But yeah, this map is great. I don't know if you fellas had the chance to play all the new maps yet. I know some regions are having a bit of a rough experience in casual matchmaking, but here in Brazil at least it's been going very well. Our casual servers aren't actually filled with problematic players. I hit the spy there in the back. Poor spy, that ball wasn't meant for you, Mr. Spy. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think this one is the spy, this heavy here. Yeah, and he's dead now. Okay, let's keep on roaming here the map. But yeah, here in Brazil, casual servers are actually very playable now. And we've been playing a lot of the new maps here, having plenty of fun. So let me know how's it going in your region. Because I know some regions are having problems with stability and bots. And that's quite a bummer. Let's hope that this is the year in which Valve will continue to fix this situation and actually guarantee TF2 stays playable for everyone in all regions of the world. That would be nice. But yeah, I'm very happy for these maps. You know, Cascade, Altitude and Bread Space. We are in dire need of new maps, and I wish we got more persistent maps to casual more frequently. That would be nice. Hi, Hobby saying there, Resident Evil 8 won Game of the Year on the Steam Awards. Honestly, I think Resident Evil 8 was a pretty good game, but I still think Resident Evil 7 is better. I saw that, Hobby, and I actually was not surprised by that, you know, because it looks like such a great game, and it looks like it pushes the franchise forward in a good direction, you know. I know a lot of people were frustrated with the Resident Evil franchise after Resident Evil 4. I think that was the last one that got, you know, liked by almost everyone, because it is such an excellent game. Resident Evil 4 is a classic, and ever since 4, you know, with 5, 6, I've always heard mixed opinions about Resident Evil, and finally with this one I started, you know, hearing people, everyone talk good things about it, and I haven't played it, but I've watched some streamers playing, and it really looks like an excellent game. So I wasn't surprised by that, you know. I haven't played 7 though, so I don't know how it compares to 7, but I think it is well deserved. Yeah, managed to do this. Okay, it's been a while since I've played with the Force of Nature, and I'm actually kinda bad as Scout, so please excuse me playing badly here. So yeah. And Emerson is asking, what is my favorite weapon? For sure the rocket launcher, Emerson. I think the grenade launcher comes close, you know. I really like hitting pipes whenever I manage to do that. It's very satisfying. But I prefer the rocket launcher. It is so reliable, you can rocket jump with it, and hitting air shots is a lot of fun. So I really like the rocket launcher. That would be my favorite weapon. Hey, hello there, Coffee Tones and Dev Mimur. Glad to have you here, fellas. Nice to have you fellas joining stream for sure. Pretty cool. Come play with us, it will be a lot of fun. The server is getting filled up here, and we are having fun, you know. In regards to what I was saying earlier, I also heard from a lot of people who are frustrated with TF2, you know, who can't play a good match on their region because casual is rubbish. And I feel sorry for those people because I mostly play on community servers with friends and with people I know. I mostly have good matches. So take this opportunity to come play with us if you are feeling a bit frustrated about TF2. Okay, let's try to hit this soldier here. Send him high in the air. Ah, missed the... I think I haven't been able to hit a ball a single time, you know, today. Let's see if my aim improves as we go further on stream here. Three scouts, I won't be able to fight them here. Should have retreated there. I know what you say, I can't play Spy with 140 ping. But I think actually high ping is beneficial for Spy too, I believe. And Hobby is saying, to be fair, in 2021 there wasn't any big game, if not Cyberpunk or Resident Evil 8. Yeah, that's true, Hobby. I actually been playing a lot more, you know, indie games and older games than new releases. Part of it is because I game on Linux, so usually I have to wait a couple of months after a big release for a game to become compatible with Linux, either by it actually being ported officially, or by the community making it compatible through some compatibility layer or something like that. So I've stopped paying attention to new game releases some years ago, and I think that's actually good, because especially nowadays, I saw the other day news about Square Enix saying they will forcefully integrate NFTs in all their games, you know, and I heard that news and I thought, I'm glad I don't play any new Square Enix games, you know. And I think Ubisoft was trying to do something like that, you know, trying to integrate NFTs into their games. And that honestly makes me lose the little interest I had into AAA gaming, you know. I think nowadays indie developers are doing a much better job at actually making and releasing fun and affordable games for people to play. So yeah, you can say I'm not that much of a AAA gamer anymore. One game I've been playing a lot these days with my wife is 7 Days to Die. It is a survival crafting zombies, sort of survival horror game, you know. Imagine Minecraft, but with more realistic graphics and a zombie horde mechanic. I wasn't able to hit that, come on. It's actually a pretty good game. If you are looking for a fun game to play alone or with friends, it's excellent. Check it out. And also I've been playing a lot of emulators and older games on my RG351V from Embernick. It's a portable game, you know, an open platform portable gaming device. It's pretty cool. I actually also recommend it. I paid quite a hefty amount for it here in Brazil, but I don't regret it because it was a nice purchase. So yeah. I'm doing pretty well, Dev. Thanks for asking. Hope you are doing well as well. This start of year was actually pretty good for me. I'm chill, you know, pretty nice. Hey, hello there, Pacote Salgado. Glad to have you here. Nice. Aingato is saying, already created a map? If yes, which one? Yes, I created about 2 maps. Now, if you look for them on the workshop, you can find them. Probably it's easier to find them through my stream profile. One of them was Cough Cantata. It was the first map I made. It's actually fun, but not very good. And the other one was this one that fellas voted for it here on the server, Cough Seas. This one I made in 2 versions, an arena version, which is the original version of the map, and a Cough version, a King of the Hill version, which is this one we are playing here. And it's a small, simple map, but I think it works well, and I actually like it, you know. Mapping for TF2 is a lot of work, because it is an old game and the tools we have available to do that are pretty old and not very well maintained, but it is actually fun and helps you appreciate a bit more the maps we get in game. I enjoyed a lot mapping for TF2, creating these 2 maps. Was a lot of fun. Okay. So this is one I made myself. Seas. How did that soldier not hit me? That was weird for sure. I can't aim today. What's going on with me? And I like to integrate my maps with... I like to not integrate. I like to place on my maps always water and cliffs, because I think it makes for fun gameplay. So on this one we have a bunch of water here on this area, and we also have some pits of death here, as you can see. There's a bunch of lava. If you fall there, you die. I think it gives Pyro a bit more to do, and weapons that have knockback. I think my internet connection died here. Okay, it came back. Let me check if stream is still going on, just to make sure. Because I think my internet connection has died there. Let's see. And my Force of Nature is reloading forever for whatever reason. Oh, what's going on here? Okay, it fixed itself. Let me check my internet connection here just to make sure. Yes, the internet connection is going on correctly, and the stream is also going on correctly. So I don't know what happened there. Very weird. I wish TF2 got more quality of life updates, you know, more stuff to make the game a bit more stable and playable, because it is okay as it is right now, but it's not on par with the most modern technology, you know. There's a lot Valve could do to make this game more stable, and I would actually appreciate that. I made a video, the last video of 2021, talking about that, you know, what I want from Valve this year is actually small updates that make the game more stable and, you know, generally more secure and better. I think that would actually make a huge difference for us. More of a difference than, for example, adding new weapons, you know. Let me get out of here, because that soldier is... I missed that! How did I miss that? Come on! And Uncle Leo is on my tracks here, trying to... Yeah, he managed to kill me. So yeah. What else are you saying there? Let me see. And yes, man saying, are you the restaurant dude from Hobbies? Sausage Maker, the sawmill accent? Your voice is similar. Yes, it's I'm actually... I voiced that character for Hobby. It was a lot of fun. You see, Hobby, your animations are making me famous. I am becoming an internet celebrity. Thanks to Hobby and Sniper. Pretty cool to actually have my voice recognized like that, you know. Very, very interesting thing. It didn't happen to me before. This is a first for me. Pretty cool. So yeah. Rob is saying that I say the biggest hot take of video games. And Uncle Leo is talking about video games as well. I'm having so much fun with Spyro Reignited Trilogy. Yeah, that's an excellent game, Leo. I'm glad you are able to re-experience that trilogy. And you know, it actually proves what I'm saying, you know. You're having fun, essentially, with an old game. Because, of course, it has been remastered and everything, but the game is old. It's the old Spyro trilogy. I don't know what's going on at game developers right now, you know, the big game developers, that it seems they lost what made gaming fun, you know. And they're actually only chasing money. I think it's actually capitalism that's happened to them. They have become a mainstream entertainment industry, like Hollywood, for example. And because of that, they lost part of their charm. It's kind of sad. But you know, goes to show that really money corrupts things. You know, art and money don't fix. And video games, I think, are a form of art. Just like movies. Come on, I have to stay out of range. I've been, for example, playing a lot of Pico 8 games. I've talked about Pico 8 before on this channel. It's a fantasy console. One I really like. And because it is completely indie, you know, I've been really enjoying the Pico 8 games I've been played. I highly recommend you fellas check it out. Look for it, Pico 8. You can play most of the games for free on the web. There are a bunch of Pico 8 games on itch.io as well. Go check it out there, because it is a lot of fun. It's great. So yeah, I'm glad you're having fun with Spyro, Uncle Leo. It's a great game for sure. I've heard the Crash Bandicoot trilogy, the remaster, is also excellent. And I'm hoping to be able to play it someday, because I really enjoyed Crash Bandicoot when I was younger. It's a lot of fun. Great platformer game. Ah, got the medic there. Okay. Uncle Leo tried to hit me with... Ah, okay, he managed to hit me with the melee. Every time I say Uncle Leo is trying to, he actually manages to do whatever he's trying to. I think I'm boosting his luck there. So yeah, a lot of fun. Yeah, Deb's saying that stream is good. I'm glad it is. Pretty nice. Hey, Captain Sass, hello there. Nice. And Gato is asking if I ever thought about creating a map that isn't King of the Hill. I thought about it, Gato. I have this idea for a player destruction map. I won't be spoiling the idea here because I managed to get you with the ball. I won't spoil the idea here because I want to actually try and make it someday. You know, it's an idea for a player destruction map that I think is genius. But it's a lot more trouble making maps for those other game modes. I think the easiest game mode to map for is Arena, and after that King of the Hill. You know, it's actually quite simple in comparison to the other game modes. But I had this desire to make a player destruction map someday. It is a very fun game mode, and I think we need more maps for it. It's pretty cool. So yeah, it's on my plans, for sure. Ah yes, man's talking about my performance as a voice actor. You did very good on the Sawmill accident. I really liked your character. I wish it had more screen time. Ah, thanks a lot, yes man. You have to actually compliment Hovi for that, because he's the one who wrote the script. I only voiced the character. And thanks a lot, I really appreciate that. Yes man. I did my best there, but I actually think the other voice actors did a much better job than I did. What I did was I actually tried to read the character as with my own voice. And I know some of the other voice actors that worked on that Source Filmmaker did some better voice acting work, you know. Because a good voice actor shouldn't simply read the character with its own voice. I try to put a bit of emotion on it as well, and I think I have achieved that to an extent. But I thought the other voice actors were a lot better than me. I know there's even one of them, I think it is Captain Ash, isn't it, Hovi? Please correct me if I'm wrong. I think Captain Ash voiced a character there as well. And if I'm not mistaken, he is a professional voice actor. And I was very impressed by his work on that video. It was very, very good voice acting. So yeah, but it was fun. Hovi was talking to me earlier today about participating in his next project, and I'm hyped for it. So if you're not subscribed to Hovi and Sniper, who's there on chat as well, make sure to subscribe, because he makes a lot of good content and a lot of good, you know, meme videos and Source Filmmaker projects. He's a very talented animator. Okay, let's try to kill this medic. Okay, I could not kill him. Just died there. But it's okay. Hovi saying there, yes, it was Captain Ash. And thanks a lot, Hovi. Very nice. I have there Sus Amogus. Glad to have you here, Sus. Sus Amogus. Amogus. I don't know why, but I really like that meme. That's already a dead meme, you know, pretty old. But I really like it. I think it's fun. Amogus. I don't know why. I never played Among Us. Don't really want to play Among Us, but I like the Among Us meme. It's weird. Very weird. I don't know what you say there. Professor, voice actor, gamer. He isn't a man, he's God. No, I have no pretension of being God, me too. I'm just someone who likes random stuff. You know, I just do what comes to mind. That's just it. Actually, my choice of profession, you know, I'm a high school teacher, for those of you who don't know. And here in Brazil, high school teachers are called professores. So we have professor, it's written just like professor, but a professor is more like a high school, middle school teacher. It's not a university teacher as it is in English, you know. So I'm a teacher. And my choice of profession, becoming a teacher, was actually something that just came to mind, you know. I actually wanted to be a writer. So I went I studied letras here in Brazil, we call it. It's like a language university, you know, a general language university about studying language and languages. Because I wanted to be a writer. And when I got to the university, I realized I didn't have to be there to be a writer. Everything I learned about writers there was that, you know, most writers didn't start their careers by going to college, you know, to university. And that was sort of a bummer, because it kind of took away purpose, you know, from me. Then I started questioning myself, then why am I here in college? What am I gonna do with my life if I didn't have to go to college simply to be a writer? And then I started looking into, you know, education and teaching and stuff like that. Coley wanted a truce there, but Salgado didn't allow me. And then I decided to become a teacher. To be like that. If I don't have to be at college to be a writer, then I'm at college to be a teacher. And I started teaching afterwards. It was pretty nice. So yeah, what else are you saying there, fellas? Pretty cool. You know, sometimes stuff just happens in your life, you know, and people stress about it, thinking, what am I gonna do? Where am I taking my life? You know, and sometimes you just have to roll with it, you know, and things will work out for the best. At least that's what happened to me. I'm actually a very cautious fella, you know, I try to plan stuff, but I don't really get very frustrated when they don't work out. I just roll with it and improvise. You know, that's very important to learn how to do. And Uncle Liu saying, I haven't seen Trolley for a while. I like his new videos, pretty good quality memes. Yeah, you know, I haven't seen him on stream as well. I think he appeared on one of my streams last year, close to the end of the year. But he's probably taking... What was this? He's probably taking some time to rest, I imagine. I myself also did that, Leo. I was taking some time to, you know, rest a bit from YouTube and from TF2 as well. And that was actually very useful for me. I'm feeling a lot more refreshed and motivated to keep on posting here on the channel. And I'm actually thinking about some new strategies that I think will work out pretty nice this year. So I imagine Trolleyfish is doing something like that as well. Because I know he has been posting his meme videos. And yeah, as you said, pretty good videos. I like his content. Trolleyfish is a nice fella. I really like him. Okay, I know we lost here. It's okay, no problem. What else are you saying there? Let me see. Hobby Sniper is saying, if I knew how to create TF2 maps, I have an idea for a capture the point map, like both red and blue restaurants capturing points. Ah, that's a very nice idea, Hobby. You know, CP maps shouldn't be too hard. People want to play Cantata, my other map. Very nice. Thanks, fellas. Really appreciate you enjoying my work. But yeah, it should not be too hard to make CP maps, Hobby. There's a video playlist here on YouTube from Crash. That's a very well-known TF2 mapper that made a bunch of good maps. I think he made CP Steel, for example, and he talks about, you know, everything you need to know about making maps. It's pretty good. So if you are interested on mapping, check him out. Look for him. There's also another YouTube creator that's Top Hat Waffle. He has a lot of videos on working with Hammer to make maps, both for TF2 and for CSGO. So look for them, Crash and Top Hat Waffle. I think that's his name, I think, if I'm not misremembering. If you ever make that map, let me know and we'll put it on my servers. It will be nice to be able to test it. So yeah. Hey, Capora player, glad to have you here. Michael Myers, glad to have you here as well. Nice. Salgado stay there, sorry. No problem, Salgado. Hello there, Italo. I am Dev saying, how long will you be playing as I may play? I'll be playing for about 1 hour, Dev. We are already about 20 minutes in, so I'll be playing for about more 30 minutes or something like that. We always stream for about 1 hour. I think that's a... No, Hubi. I'm not up for games, Hubi. I want to actually play TF2. Okay. I'm sorry. But I actually want to play TF2 today. Yeah, and this map is very dark in some areas. I think that's my biggest problem with it, you know. But yeah, as I was saying, we always stream for about 1 hour. I think that's a good time for me, because I can later go through the footage easily and cut it into pieces to make highlights on the channel, you know. And also because if I stream for more than that, I usually get a bit tired. So it's what I can manage. I know some streamers like to play for what, 5-6 hours straight. But I'm not one of those. I can't do that. I get tired and my brain starts to give up on me. I think it's because I'm getting old. I'm 31 years old already, for those of you who didn't know. So that's probably it. I know your performance in gaming decreases as you get older. It's part of life, for sure. So yeah. Hey, Joker Miles, glad to have you here, nice. And today's your brother's birthday, happy birthday to your brother. As meme time is saying there, pretty cool. I wish him a wonderful birthday today, very nice. And yes, may say, hold up, are you telling me you'll be on another of Hobbies Starts to Maker as a voice actor? I'm all in for it. Ah, thanks a lot. I'm hyped for it. It will be nice. I don't know anything about the new project, you know, you should be asking Hovi because he knows the details. I only know I'll be participating somehow, but I don't know the name of the project and I don't know what it is about yet. But I'm down for it. It will be nice. Okay, and there's that Hovi is there. Let's try to flank him. Okay. Yeah, you picked a bad spot to eat your sandwich there, monkey wannabe. Okay, I'm sorry, my friend, I'm sorry. Let's try to extinguish... No! I was just about to extinguish the fire here. So yeah, I like this section of the map, you know, this sort of tomb here filled with water, but I think it is too dark. If I were to make it nowadays, I would lighten it up a bit with some lights. And Christian is talking about Top Hat Waffle. Yeah, his videos are great, it's very helpful, and I know he actually talks about a lot of technical... Can't I jump here with the Force of Nature? No, I can't. This is another thing, I would have done it in a way you can actually jump with the Force of Nature there. But yeah, Top Hat Waffle is great. I just think that Crash's videos are more noob friendly, you know. Top Hat Waffle is making videos for people who already know their way around Hammer, you know. At least they have a basic knowledge of how the software works. And I think that Crash made a series that is more noob friendly. If you never mapped in Hammer, I think Crash is a best starting point. And then when you start to get comfortable, then Top Hat Waffle will have a lot of interesting and useful things for you to check out. That's at least how I went about it. But yeah, it's a great creator. You see, the skybox isn't even done in this map. This one I made only for practice, you know, to learn the software. The other one we were playing just right now, Cough Seas, is a lot more complete. Even if it is just a simple small King of the Hill map. I have no hope of them actually being added into TF2. I did these things only for fun. Okay, with my hats, however, I have some hope, you know, especially the Killer's Kabuto, that is on the workshop, by the way, you can vote for it if you look for it. Killer's Kabuto is called. I think is a hat that has some chance of getting into the game someday. I'm working on another one right now, that I think will also be a good hit with the community. But I have yet to finish it. So I'm hoping to be able to finish it perhaps this month or next month to upload to the workshop. And maybe have a chance of it getting included on the summer case. I don't know, perhaps. I can hope for it. So yeah. What else are you saying there? Let me see. Onyx is asking for how long have I been playing. I've been playing TF2 ever since the end of 2012. So 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah, 9 years. I'm kind of bad at math. Forgive me for having to use my fingers to count here. But about 9 years. It's been a while. My other channel is almost with 10 years. Uncle Liu is here, throwing milk at me. Let's go, Uncle Liu. I had my other channel for about 10 years now, and it sure sounds like an eternity, you know. It's pretty interesting to have such a long-standing project. It's been a good run, I think. I really enjoyed that. And I hope to be able to post videos, you know, for as long as that here on this channel. I'm here for the long run, for sure. Okay. Ah, come on, Scout! This is a good Scout. It's Salgado. So that's why. He knows how to dodge. And Hovi say, man, I can only do 2 hours or 1 hour of stream. And there's people doing 12 or 24 hours. With 3 hours of stream, I'm dying. Yeah, I get that feeling, you know. I don't know, I think I would do a long stream only if I had a very good reason for it, you know. Like, for example, if I'm doing a charity stream or something like that, then perhaps I would do one for longer, but 12 hours is too much for me, too much. And Gato is asking, what was the best hat I got out of a case? I think it was the Mushanka I've unboxed recently in one of my latest streams. If you look for it here on the channel, you can find it. I think the best unusual hat I got from a case was that Mushanka, you know. I've gotten, I think 3 unusual hats from cases over all these years. And I think the best was the Mushanka, for sure. But my favorite item I've gotten for a case was for sure my unusual rocket launcher. This one here. I got it on Jungle Inferno, so it was just after the update had dropped, and I decided to unbox some war paints, and I got this one from a case. So that's my favorite for sure. But I think the best hat was the Mushanka I've just unboxed a couple of weeks ago. It was very nice. Hov is talking about the project Lurking Shadows. It happens before and after the sawmill accident, which means you are gonna do the same character you did before. Ah, very nice. I'll try not to change his voice then. I'll try to use my own voice just as I did then, just for consistency. That would make sense. Nice. Onyx is asking, my favorite merc to play as, for sure it is Soldier. People who watch my content know that I play all classes, really. Blitzo is trying to use the vote menu here. Let me just reply. That voting is done through the in-game menu on this server here. If you want to vote for a map, because some servers have those comments, but here on my server, you actually have to vote through the in-game menu. You know, just like it used to be back in the day. I don't have a plugin for voting maps on these servers. Because I think it is kind of redundant, you know. The game has a voting feature. So if you have a plugin for voting maps, it's just doing the same thing and bloating the server. That's how I feel about it, at least. Okay. Come on. And there's a sniper here following me. I'm gonna die. Yeah. There was no escape there from Firefly. So yeah, pretty cool. And Onyx is also asking if I play on a PC or on a laptop. I play on a PC, Onyx. I started on a laptop, but once I got my own job and my own money to pay for things I wanted, the first thing I did was to buy a gaming PC, you know. I remember I really wanted to play Sonic Generations back in those days. And my laptop wasn't good enough to play it, you know, with good frame rate. So I bought the game and I could play it at like 15 frames per second or something like that. And you really can't play Sonic games like that. You have to have good performance to enjoy Sonic games. So I saved some money from my job and I actually bought a gaming PC in that time. It's actually the same PC, you know. A lot of the parts I bought back then, I am still using. I think I'm still using one of my hard drives is from that time. And I think also my case. I don't think, I'm sure my case is the same. So what's good about gaming PCs is that they are modular. You buy one and then you just go upgrading it, you know. You rarely have to buy a completely new PC, you know. Usually there are some parts that you can carry along over the years. So that's pretty nice. And Devil saying that he never opened a case. Yeah, don't open cases. It's a waste of money, you know. I only open cases because I think it's fun and because I want to support community creators. You know, they get paid when you buy a key from the in-game store. So it's simply because of that I open cases. But it's not a good thing to do. It's actually gambling, you know, if you think about it. And if you want a specific item from a case, it's often cheaper to go and buy that item, you know. I have a very terrible luck opening cases. But the last ones I've opened actually gave me a bunch of good stuff. But I don't have very good luck with them. So yeah. And Eli is saying, I play TF2 with 15 FPS, sad face. I can relate to that, Eli. When I started playing, I think I used to get, what, 20, 25 FPS. And you know, because I didn't know any better, I had a lot of fun with the game like that. When I actually bought the game in PC and started playing on it, it was mind-blowing, you know. I was actually very surprised by how well the game played on a better PC. So it was very surprising to me. But I can relate to that. We have all been there, for sure, Eli, don't worry. Someday you have a good gaming PC to play TF2 with more FPS. Miptime saying, no offense, prof, but TGE map loons look, I mean you meant to say looks like a Quake map. But the map looks like a Quake map, but I love it. Okay, now I understand. You're saying that Cantara looks like a Quake map, but you love it. Yeah, it actually has a lot to do, you know. Essentially, all TF2 maps are like Quake maps, you know. Perhaps not so much payload mode, but King of the Hill and Capture the Flag maps are very much like Quake maps. It's just that mappers, skilled mappers, decorate the map enough to make it look like, you know, like a real place and not just a bunch of map brushes. Because that's what it really is, you know. But thanks a lot, I'm glad you enjoyed the map. You know, I'm very bad, and that was my first map I made, so I wasn't concerned at all with aesthetics. I just wanted to make a playable map. Just to learn the ropes, you know, to be able to have fun mapping for TF2 and make something that people could play. I'm glad you enjoyed it in time. And you know, TF2 could learn a lot from Quake. I think that going back to basics would be a good thing for this game in terms of mechanics. You know, taking a look at what made Quake such a good game and mapping around that, you know, I think that could be nice. I'm actually a bit tired of gimmicky maps, like for example, Woodville, for example. I just want good maps to play some TF2 matches on, you know. Okay, destroy the teleporter there. Let's push the cart. And this is the regular version of Rumble. I don't know how the map is called in the Halloween version, but this is the regular version of that map. It's a pretty good map. Is it called Rumble in the Halloween version? I'm not sure. Okay, managed to do some damage to that heavy there. Let's keep going, because I think we are playing a bit better now. I think I have warmed up here. And Uncle Liu is asking, when will we be crafting? Uncle Liu has gifted me this much metal here. Let me show you, fellas. Just get this Demonite here and then I'll show you. Oh no, I'm dead, yeah. But let me show you the metal. Uncle Liu has gifted me a bunch of metal here. 90 refined metal actually. And I'll make a special live stream crafting all this metal for a start of the year giveaway, you know. I don't know for sure, Uncle Leo, when I'll be doing that. I think I won't be doing that today, because today I just want to play some TF2 with you fellas. But I'll be doing that for sure before the end of January. You know, one of these streams here in January will be a crafting stream, and then I'll set up a giveaway for you fellas. It will be a lot of fun. So thanks a lot, my friend. It's coming up, okay? I haven't forgotten about it, so it's coming up. But it won't be today. Today I just want to play some TF2 with you, because it's been a while since I've done this, and I was actually missing it. I managed to hit Uncle Leo there with the ball. Nice. You know, I think actually taking breaks from playing TF2 is very beneficial. Most people who get burned out of the game are people who are playing it, you know, insanely, like playing every day, streaming every day, you know. I think it's important to take breaks from time to time. It makes you appreciate the game more, you know, and you come back to it with a fresh mind. I think it's a beneficial thing to do from time to time. You know, do other things, play other games, or don't play games at all, you know. Go do something else. That's actually a good thing. Salgado here using the Righteous Bison. Salgado, you died there, but you won the battle simply because you were using the Righteous Bison. The best weapon in the game for sure. So yeah, pretty cool there. What else are you saying there? Let me see. Hobbies, it has to go. It was really fun talking to you. I'll hit you up on Twitter DMs about the script and stuff, about the source we make. And I'm gonna try to create a TF2 map. Have a fun stream, everyone. Have a fun afternoon as well, Javi. It was a pleasure having you here. And hit me up on Twitter. I'll be waiting for the script, for sure. Pretty cool. Glad to have you here, my friend. What else are you saying there? Let me see. Onyx is saying, my cousin got me into TF2. He told me it's the real Overwatch. That's an interesting way to put it, for sure. Because, you know, I've seen the battle between TF2 and Overwatch from the very beginning, about in 2016. And I used to be one of those that say that Overwatch is a rubbish game and TF2 is better. You know, back in 2016, that's the opinion I had. But, you know, playing both games, I actually got a copy of Overwatch as a gift to play. And after I played it, I actually realized it's very different from TF2, you know. People only made it to be similar back in the day because I think that was a marketing strategy for Blizzard, you know. Let's try to capitalize on the TF2 player base. I think that's what they thought they should do. But the game is very different from TF2 actually. There are some things in common, but the core of it is completely different. And I actually enjoy it for it, you know. Overwatch is a good game. I wish it was better cared for, you know. Just like TF2, Overwatch is a bit forgotten by their developers nowadays. But it's a cool game for sure. I actually like that game, you know. And you can actually play Overwatch and TF2, you know, there's nothing wrong about that. But I understand the rivalry there exists among the Overwatch and TF2 player bases. And this is a good screenshot from Uncle Leo, for sure. I'm sending you that screenshot later, Uncle Leo. So yeah. Hey, Gangray, glad to have you here, very nice. And Gangray is saying, you can make one key out of that much metal. It is kind of sad how much keys are, yeah. And Cough Tones is saying, keys inflation is so powerful that now keys are 70 ref. Yeah, that's very depressing. I remember what Gangray is saying when keys were 5 ref or something like that. It was a lot more interesting, you know, trading and crafting back in those days. Because you could actually, you know, hoard some and my internet connection died here again. Let me see, my ISP here in Brazil is very rubbish. Let me check if stream is still working properly, just to make sure. Yeah, it seems to be. I don't think there's any problem here on my stream. But yeah, my ISP here in Brazil is the worst. And not to say that in the sense that it is the worst ISP among Brazilian ISPs, because it isn't. It's actually one of the best ones. But ISPs in Brazil, you know, internet service providers are very bad here in Brazil. Our infrastructure is horrible. So it goes to show. But yeah, what was I talking about? I forgot what I was talking about. Honestly, about inflation. the key inflation there. Yeah, it was actually more interesting to trade and craft because you could hope to hoard a bunch of TF2 items you got from random drops, you know, during 1 or 2 months, then craft that into metal and trade for a key to open a case and try your luck at getting an unusual, you know. It was actually a lot more fun to open cases because of that. Oftentimes you didn't have to get a key with real money, you know, you could get a key with metal, and that was a lot of fun. I'm very sad for new players who didn't get to experience that. It's a real bummer. And there's... Ah, nice, thanks a lot, Toitu. And there's a bunch of stuff, you know, Valve could do to try and fight back this inflation. You know, actually what's going on isn't that the key is inflating in price. What actually happens is that the metal devalued to an extent that it is worth almost nothing. And that's because you need a lot of metal to buy a key, you know. What we actually need is a metal sink in the game. Something to get rid of all that metal and to make the metal worth something again because of its rarity. Or at least its perceived rarity, you know. Nothing that's digital is actually rare, you know. Digital scarcity is sort of a scam. But we needed something to make metal seem more rare, you know. That way perhaps we could fight back this rise in key prices in comparison to metal. I managed to hit that soldier there, okay. You're not getting these med kits, Mr. Soldier. And he escaped there, look at that. Let's get away from the Demonites. Ah, come on! I'm very bad at running away. Come on. Hey, hello there, Vincent. Glad to have you here. Yeah, wonderful internet here in Brazil, Vincent is saying. Yeah, Brazilian internet is the worst. But it's okay, no problem. At least my stream didn't cut out and I'm not disconnected for the server, so I can keep going. That's nice. But glad to have you here, Vincent. Pretty cool to see you here on stream. Come play with us. It's been a lot of fun. Yeah, about the inflation, Coffeeton is saying, the virtual economist made a great video talking about why trading wasn't like the old days. Yeah, I really like that video. For sure, Coffeetons. The virtual economist is a very underrated creator, you know. He gets a bunch of views, which is very deserved, but I wish he was more mainstream in the TF2 community. I really like his content, you know. He deserves a lot more recognition. Pretty cool. Gangray is saying Hong Kong McDonald's Wi-Fi is apparently faster than most paid Wi-Fi's in the world. Yeah, it's probably better than my internet connection, that's for sure. I don't know how it compares to the rest of the developed world, but here in Brazil it is pretty bad. So yeah. But I gotta say, one thing we got here in Brazil that I really appreciate and that I think is a lot better than most of the world is consumer laws, you know. We actually have a quite decent consumer protection laws here. Look at that unusual! That's a sick load, that's a very sick loadout. What's his name? Apfel, I think it is. His or her, their name, I'm not sure. Apfel. Very sick loadout. Where is Apfel? I want to see you up close, Apfel. Here we have Coffeetons, nice loadout as well, Coffeetons. But where is Apfel? Where are you, Apfel? Ah, there is Apfel. Where? Here. Look at that. Apfel, let me look at you for a sec. I don't think my microphone is... Ah, it is. They heard. Oh, come on, no, I just want to look at Apfel's loadout. That's sick. Where is? Pretty nice. You have a great aesthetic sense, Apfel. Very nice. And I think Apfel means apple, isn't it? I think that's what it means. Probably in German. Let's go up there. Pretty cool. I like the yellow, you know. Very striking loadout. Very nice. I'm always, you know, interested on seeing what people will do with these newer unusual effects, because, you know, it's it isn't that hard to get a cool loadout with, you know, purple energy or burning flames, you know, one of those unusual effects that we've had for a while now. But these new ones, I think this one isn't too old with the stars. It's very nice to see whenever people come up with something creative with them. Pretty cool, pretty nice. And about the metal sync, Uncle Liu is saying there, even TF2 devs admitted that the game needs a metal sync badly. Yeah, you know, it's long overdue to have something like that. Pretty nice. Pretty nice, no, pretty bad actually. I want a metal sync. It would be nice to have one, that's what I mean to say. And Vinicius is saying in Portuguese there, that he was watching one of my TF2 shorts, and then he saw the similar title with my Brazilian channel and went to check it out and saw that it was really me. Yeah, that happens a lot, Vinicius. I'm glad you found my international channel as well. But I've already gotten people on both my channels saying, stop stealing content from all your games. That's my Brazilian channel. Or on all your games saying, stop stealing content from old school TF2, you know, as if they were accounts run by different people. But those both accounts are mine actually. And whenever I point that out to people, they say like, oh, I didn't realize that. And it's okay. I'm actually glad my viewers are there to care for me, you know, to pay attention to that sort of stuff and to call out people who would be stealing my content, you know. I think that shows how you appreciate me, you know. But yeah, it's always funny whenever I get those comments. Or people, you know, saying, you sound a lot like a Brazilian TF2 YouTuber. And it's actually me, you know, it's my voice and people don't realize it. So yeah, it's funny. Very nice. Yeah, and Vincent is laughing about me getting confused with English. I'm confused enough in my native language, even more in English, you know. Whenever I'm playing, streaming, and doing those sort of stuff, I'm always kinda, you know, in a tilt here in my head. I'm getting old. That's the truth of things. I'm getting old. And about the metal sync, Cofftones talking about the bread box. That was a fun mechanic, Cofftones. I missed that. I wish we got more things like that, you know, like the bread box. That was a lot of fun. What I actually wanted as a metal sync was the ability to craft an unusual hat, you know. Like every time you craft a hat, you have a chance to craft that hat in unusual form. And it won't be tradable, so you won't be able to trade or sell that hat. It will stay only in your inventory, but you could get an unusual from crafting, you know. I think that would be a very effective metal sync. And it would be, I know I would be a lot more, you know, interested into crafting hats. And I already like crafting hats. So I think that could be a good solution for this problem. But I don't know if it's a good idea in the, you know, the whole scheme of the TF2 economy. I'm not a trader, so I'm not so sure about it. So yeah, fellas, pretty nice. I'm glad to have you here, Vinicius. Welcome to the channel. That's very cool. So yeah, fellas, I'll be ending stream right now. Thanks a lot for participating, you know. Thank you for playing with me. I always appreciate that. Thank you for watching, for sending messages, for liking and sharing the stream. I really appreciate that. And we are back to our regular schedule. So I'll be doing another stream again next Sunday, and you get the idea. I'll be streaming every Sunday again, as we used to do. So keep an eye out for that, and I'll be posting videos again. I'll be cutting the stream into clips and posting them on the channel, so keep an eye out for that if you didn't manage to watch the whole stream. That would be a lot of fun as well. And about the metal sync, just before I go, Uncle Liu has an idea as well. I had a similar idea how to get back spells into the game. Since the gargoyle is not for contracts anymore, but it still collects souls, why not give spell every 1,000 souls or so? That could be interesting as well, Uncle Liu. I wish spells had made a comeback last Screen Fortress. Perhaps someday in the future we'll have spells again. Pretty nice. Ah, thanks a lot, fellas. Vinicius saying that his day is happier. Thank you so much, Vinicius. And Oitu saying it was a good spy gameplay, and Onyx loves this channel. Thank you so much, Onyx and everyone. I love all of you, fellas. I really appreciate you. And I appreciate you appreciating me. So thank you so much. It means a lot to me. So yeah. See you next time, fellas. Have a good afternoon, night, morning, whatever you are. And have a wonderful week. We'll see each other again next Sunday. Bye-bye, everyone. I love all of you. Bye, fellas.